Welcome to our kitchen. Myself, Philippa, Forrester and James Martin are just about to wow you with a seasonal recipe.
Yep.
Except I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is. Squash and pumpkin.
Yeah,
Halloween. But, you know, squashes in particular, which we've got in here. Now, this is probably the most famous squash of all. There's loads of different types. Butternut squash. Quite versatile. Very difficult to prepare, people think. It's actually very simple. What you do is you treat it in two parts. Obviously, the shape of it, what you do is you cut through the top, straight the way through this way. Now, it's quite hard, the squashes. But then what we do, this bit's got seeds in. I'll show you in a minute, but what we do is we just peel this with a knife. You can't really peel it with a peeler because it's quite firm.
No, I've realised that myself. It's quite difficult.
You've tried with a peeler, haven't you? See what I mean?
It's not easy,
I'm there
is
to
it?
teach you as well, you know. So, nice sharp knife, but split it into obviously two parts.
So what is this going to make, though?
This is going to make a lovely pie, this one. But also, I mean, squash is a fantastic soup, you know, as well as pumpkin, and then it makes the most amazing risotto. This stuff. But what you do is you just cut that in half, and you see you've got the seeds in the bottom. All right. So we can take these seeds out, just with a spoon, straight the way out.
The great thing about squash as well is when you grow it, it lasts through the winter. You can just keep them for ages.
It is. I mean, absolutely superb. Keep the seeds out there if you do want to grow them. And then the top bit, nice and straightforward, if you split it into two parts. I'll tell you the thing about this butternut squash.
So you're not wrestling with this ridiculous size thing.
With a peeler.
Which is just, and you've got your peeler in your one hand, and then it's flying across the kitchen and landing on the floor, and you're getting annoyed. That's not happening in your kitchen,
like that,
is
you
it?
see?
No.
Nice and easy. Now,
so the key is to chop it in half and make it manageable.
That's the one. And then cut these into sort of, you know, decent sized pieces. The thing about sort of pies in particular, I don't like things cut too small. Particularly when you things like pies and stuff, I like to be able to taste all the ingredients. Now, you could actually roast this if you wanted to. We're going to bake it in the oven once it's, to finish it off cooking, because it's going to take about sort of 15-20 minutes to cook in the oven. But we're going to saute this off. Just in a
so why would, that's just the same as roasting it, surely, isn't it?
It is, but you get a different flavour if you roast it.
Would you?
Yeah, you get a slightly different flavour. I mean, you can also steam it if you want. I mean, the only way that I steam butternut squash is that it makes the most delicious ice cream.
No.
Think of carrot cake, you know. Fennel and chocolate are a great combination. And squash and ginger makes the most delicious ice cream.
And soup.
Yes, makes great soup, yeah. With you need, you know, crab as well, which works really, really well. Butternut squash and crab soup. So we're going to saute that off first of all, just to get some colour on that. Got some olive oil in here. The other ingredients, we've got some peppers.
Yeah.
Straight through. All the way through. Take that out. And that one out. Again, cut these quite chunky.
And this is a fantastic time of year. I mean, this is almost one of the best times of year, isn't it, for our fruit and veg?
I mean, certainly for
everything is
certainly
around
for
us.
ingredients, but you know, I mean, that's the great thing about canned food in general, you know, as well, because it's actually picked and canned when the produce is at its best. You know, in some cases, it's far better off than fresh food. You know, that's going to sit there and sort of deteriorate.
Because I tell you, sometimes I'm using one of my peppers from the fridge. It's
not
looking
gone wrinkly,
like,
has it?
looking like, you know, the side of my face has gone a bit wrinkly, and I'm thinking I've still got to use it anyway. I can't waste it. I can't bear to throw it away.
I'm busy. Next time you call me for dinner, I'm busy.
It lost?
About everything, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
When it's dry and wrinkly and it's got a bit of mould on it, not really good.
Whereas from the can, because it's packaged, as you say, straight away,
straight away.
All there.
So you've got all these, like, I always think that food looks... If it looks good, it's going to taste good. And look, simple ingredients, nice and easy. What we're going to do now is we're going to drain off these beans. So I've just got some mixed beans here. One of the chefs loves these beans.
And so you don't have to do anything with these beans to prepare them. You just out of the can, straight in the dish.
Absolutely.
So you've got that convenience there.
Yeah, straight in. You know, convenient straight away. However, if they are in a little bit of brine or salt, you need to drain them off.
Okay.
Just rinse them with cold water.
Okay.
First of all.
But you can choose, can't you? You can look at labels on hand and get them with no added salt or organic ones even.
Precisely. You're into your organic food, aren't you?
I am. I am. I'm a mother. I think about these things. Think carefully about these things. What's that? Fresh thyme?
Fresh thyme. Delicious. Now, fresh thyme has seasons as well. Winter, summer. As it starts to get colder, you need to strip the thyme off the leaves. All right.
Because it's got a bit woody.
Yeah, it's a bit woody.
Okay.
A little bit of fresh thyme going there. I'm going to save some of it for our top. Some salt. Again, at this point you can season it up. A black pepper. Saute that up. Now we're going to put our onions in. The reason why you cry when you chop your onions?
Yes.
Isn't the old granny's tale, which probably you teach your kids?
What's that?
Oh, you've got some sort of swimming
I
goggles
got
on.
my scuba gear on.
It's a sharp knife, all right?
Really?
Yeah, it's a sharp knife because it cuts through the onion. If you use a blunt knife, it's a spray coming off the onion, which is going to go in your knife, all right? Yeah, sharp knife.
So no more running myself.
The reason why we put the root on it. Okay, root goes at the far end. Slice it through this way. The knife doesn't go all the way through.
Yeah.
Towards the root. We cut it through this way, that way, and then we slice it through. That's my way.
I'm only laughing.
This is your way.
No. I'm only, well, do you want to, okay, so then I would be just going, because I'm quite heavy-handed with the, yeah.
Okay.
But also, look, it ends up falling off the chopping board, then I get to this far, and then I have to muck about with it like that. Then I have to gather it all up together, and you're just getting frustrated there. Are you getting, is it irritating for you?
It is, it's kind of, yeah. You throw that in a bin. Okay. Cloth, please. Thank you. Right. So we've got our onion. Okay. Garlic. I'm not a great fan of gadgets.
No.
Okay. I know you've got a few in your kitchen.
No, actually, I'm quite...
Do you have a garlic crusher?
Yes.
You spent £10 on a garlic crusher. Done.
Cans. Fantastic.
Exactly. All right. Nicely chopped. Way through. Nice and finely chopped. Going to place that in the pan now.
Is that not too much, though? Because they're quite... You know, the bits that come out of the garlic crusher are quite little and squidged up. They're quite big bits.
In we go, the garlic.
What's
canned soup.
Canned soup, really?
Yep, so we've got some liquid in there as well. You can mix that and you can
so it's like an extra thick stock,
exactly,
really.
you can put tomatoes in if you wanted to. We're going to bring that up to the boil, but then I'm going to top this with a simple crust. So I've got some bread in the oven. Now, rather than just make a crust using sort of normal sort of bread, we've got some French baguette here. What we're going to do is stick this in a blender.
So that bit of old bread that's in the bottom of my bread bin, I could
next to the old bit
next
of
to
pepper.
the old wrinkled bit of pepper.
Unbelievable. You can take them to water, but you can't make them drink. You
don't like waste.
Fresh thyme again. Now this crust is great because you can use it for a variety of different things, not just for soups, for dishes like this, but you can use it for fish. You can use it for meat. Parmesan cheese creates a crust on the top. Parsley.
Yeah.
In we go. That goes in. Decent amount of parsley. Now this is a herb crust. The great thing about this, it will keep. All right. And then we take some lemon zest.
It won't keep if we eat it all.
You've probably got one of these fancy little zesters, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
All the gear, no idea. All right.
Yeah.
Bit of the old. Just chop up the zest like that. Now you can do, if you want, you could dry this out in the oven together with your bread, which will intensify the flavour a bit. Lid on.
You've just put a whole load of lemon peel in there. Is that not going to be disgusting?
Can't hear you, what? Lids up. The reason why I put the lemon peel in, smell that.
Well, that is lovely. That is lovely.
Hmm?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Top that with fish, it's delicious. And then what we're going to do now is just grab our pot. We've got a spoon. We've got a spoon. And then we can take our...
So we've probably got 10 of our 5 a day in there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a serious...
Plus some protein with the beans.
This is a serious portion, you know.
And in fact, beans are a 5 a day as well, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah,
so
they should be included as well.
Beans are your 5 a day, part of your 5 a day?
should always be included as well. 3 tablespoons, roughly. And you remember, you get enough in a sort of 300 gram can. For a family of 4, it's one of their 5 a day.
I didn't realise you were such a big fan of vegetarian food.
Put chicken on it, Al. And then we've got our, look at this crust. Look, this is why you need all those herbs. Look, you need the Parmesan. This, I'll tell you what, this, if you take lamb, chicken, use this crust on a variety of different things.
You still get excited about cooking, don't you?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I can see why, though, when
Never
you
get bored
cook
of
like
it.
this.
Set the oven, 180 degrees centigrade. This is going to go in about 15 minutes, which just leaves you enough time...
To have a glass of wine?
No, to clean up all that and wash it up. Cheers.
All right. Okay, I've done it.
There you go. There you go. A glass.
Thank you.
Doing all right?
Lovely.
Plenty of practice,
you know.
I presume?
Yes.
You kept your eye on it?
No, was I meant to?
No, obviously not yet. Thanks.
I only do one, you know, the cleaning up or the cooking. It's one or the other.
Oh, now look at this. This is just, I mean, it's so simple.
Perfect.
This.
That is, yes.
So you like that crust now, you see?
I do like that.
What do you reckon
crust.
to the amount of
That's
lemon
gorgeous.
that I put in?
Well, I think it made it smell gorgeous.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, it's
Look
just...
at that.
You've got the red peppers. Look at this. Look at this.
That's very beautiful. Very
lovely,
warming and very healthy.
Warming, healthy.
And smelling just divine.
Nice and simple.